Mercury going retrograde on the 13th after the new moon at 8 degrees Capricorn. It's trining Jupiter. A very good time for clear communication. Even though there's a retrograde happening, we can still stay clear in our communication about what's going wrong or whatever, and then go back no less into Sagittarius, which begins to square Neptune. And I say it's a peculiar time for mankind because of where we are with how that things are going to spill over. What I mean is the tables will begin to turn as far as if there was ever anything such as the truth. Aquarius knows, okay, the terminology, the keyword for Aquarius is I know. And what it's saying is that there is the truth. We know things, and we can know things, and we've already logged it in. We already have information. We already, in fact, know. As far as the Akashic records, I mean, why would it be so distant and far out there? I mean, can't we just log in right now? Yes, and yes, the answer is yes. And so that's what's kind of going to go on. If we haven't experienced it, some of it already, and oh God, I have. It's such a relief because you think that that you are supposed to think of these things and and have a life of thought that's going to start generating a life continued, and it's like whew, to an extent, yes, but your highest life has already been lived. It seems like it's the rumor has it is that you have already um, lived the life that you're supposed to live. That's controversial subject matter. So, but let's get back to perhaps maybe if that was working for you and you're somewhat comfortable. You're thinking, well, it's not that I'm saying that you're like completely 100% happy with. I mean, babes, this plane is impoverished. Give it up. What I'm saying is, if you can be happy with that, then you're way ahead of the game. People are going to get upset pretty soon about the fact that it's like this place is shab compared to what it could be, as far as to, oh, hi, Christ. Gee, look at that picnic over there that we would give Christ Jesus for whatever reason that happened. Are we really celebrating that come Christmas time? How tired that really is, after all. I love everybody too. Gosh, oh, I hate to sound so like what? What would be the Grinch? Really, what is it? I mean, I say it's the disgruntled. And but how do we? I think it's the right way to live. It's like, yeah, and I'm going to a better place. Oh, sorry, babes, are you okay? Pardon. Mercury squaring my. I'll try to smile and have a normal looking face. It's just square my ascendant, and it'll be squaring my 369, feeling fine. And what can I say? When Mercury goes back into Sagittarius, it's a time for man. The way that the mind is pretty much is going to turn into mush. It's not mushed up already, but really that's ideal. That's what we need. And look out for. I wouldn't say like this for foreboding or anything like this, but disasters concerning water. Water travel over water. Be careful. I would rather just not do that. And but anyway, if anything, though, really the higher side of it is how it affects the mind. Very psychedelic, where um, the necessary changes will happen that people will shift over. It might be uncomfortable. It's probably very uncomfortable. In fact, it's been very uncomfortable for me. I've been trying to, it's like, see, Mars in Sagittarius is also squaring Neptune, and so will the Sun. Right about the same time here, Christmas time, well, what happens is that Mars conjuncts Mercury at 24 degrees, and that's when it squares Neptune. It's amazing, and it's on the 28th of December. But now I'm looking at the Sun. When does that square Neptune? Close to that particular event with the Mercury Mars, and the answer is, well, let's see. It's on the 17th that the Sun does start to square Neptune. So it squares it first, and then later on. So that's, what did I say? The 17th. It's kind of peculiar too with Mercury having gone retrograde now, and people that are doing shopping at the last minute, which I guess it would be considered the last minute if you're doing it a few weeks just before Christmas. It's nightmarish, because whatever you get will need to be returned. Guaranteed, it will need to be returned, because it's um, Mercury retrograde. It's like something wrong with it, and just about everything will have to be returned that's bought after the 13th. But it will be a peaceful thing, and you might get a freebie. Who knows? With it trine to Jupiter, that's kind of the name of the game. A lot of people just take it back anyway, and they get the money. Boy, did this. Pardon me, while Mercury does it does square my Mercury could, I mean, me, it squares me, and I'm getting through it. It's not easy. There's stuff that's like awkward going on, and I am getting some things done. It's remarkable, because I'll say it again. I've said it once before. If anybody has the upper hand in the cardinal signs, which is Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, they're all having a lot of stress for a long time now, but this is gonna kick them off, as far as the early degree Mercury going retrograde. Well, Aries has an upper hand. They're the ones that can just gnaw through and bite the bullet through the rigid thinking that's probably in the air, that's going to go backwards after a while. And it's just like, just have patience during this time of now people will begin to turn into word salad carnival. And Aries is like, can we just be more action oriented? That's one thing I was trying to say on my last video. I don't know if I put it up or not. I should put it up, because it's maybe interesting, and I'll cut some of it off, because of course I'm crazy and some of that's going to come out. I'll get better for all of you non-human, just flat, boring people. By the way, you turn on the TV and all you watch is just talk about, and that's not crazy, babe. That's insane. Insane. Anyway, let me get back to trying to be happy with all this Mercury afflicting me. And even the way I look, it's like, yeah, can you just take care a little better, Shauna? Yes, sure.